I have a shirt from a few years ago from a men's night at church. On the back, it says, "Burn the ships." Now, this statement comes from folklore. It comes from a story of a Spanish conquistador named Herman Cortez, who left Cuba with 600 men and 11 ships to travel to the shores of Mexico to explore the vast lands of Mexico. Because the lands were filled with power, they were filled with wealth, they were filled with dangers, they were filled with vast empires. When they got to the shores, Cortez's men were faced with an option. They were faced, they could either fight or flight. They could fight or they could retreat. Knowing this, Cortez ordered his men to burn the ships, thereby removing the possibility of a retreat. Therefore, his men only had two options: to fight or to die. This was a motivation that Cortez used to get his men to push forward. I wonder how many of us are willing to burn those ships, to burn the past and not look back at the past. How many of us are willing to move on? I know I have a problem with it. So the Apostle Paul wrote in 2 Thessalonians 5, verse 17, these words. He said, "Therefore, if anyone is in Christ, he is a new creation. The old has passed away, and see, the new has come." God has called us to a new life through Jesus Christ. He's called us away from who we were into who he desires for us to be. We have to get rid of that old person. I know this. I have trouble sometimes throwing dirt on the old man because sometimes I just want to dig the old man up. But we can't do that. I remember my father telling me a long time ago that there was a reason the rearview mirror was a lot smaller than the window. And that's because the rearview mirror, that's just to show us the dangers that are coming up from behind us. We're not going back there. Have a good day.